after a big day at Sha Tin on Sunday. Final Group 1 of the year, of course, the Champions Cheddar Cup, won by Russian Emperor. We move on to Happy Valley on Wednesday night for a 9-race program. A good card it is as well. Great to have your company. I'm Andrew Lejeune. Please say I'm joined here in the studio by our form analyst in Paul Alley and race caller. That's what you do, isn't it? Mark McNamara. I almost forgot Russian Emperor's name at the start there as well. Mark, good race in it. We actually get away. We've got a couple of good races early on.
We do. G'day to you, Andrew, and everybody, with the Class 2 coming up as race number 3. Now, it's not big on numbers, but we see these horses run plenty of times, and one of Paul's favourites in Far returns to Happy Valley, went around in the 4-year-old series recently. Exciting
to see all these horses coming back. Paul, excited as well about these jackpots we've got.
Isn't there a couple of good ones? 4.5 million going into the triple trio, but the big one, 13.7 into the 6-up win bonus, so it should get up to 24 million, so it's definitely worth having a crack at that.
All right, okay, we'll get through that as well. We'll be looking at 2 of the feature races on the show here. The rest of the action will be available on the website under the audio and video section. So this is meeting number 74 of the campaign. We're on the C course for the 9-race programme, and the first event itself is a good one. Class 3 over the 1650. We're looking though at races 3 and 9. The Class 2 there as third on the programme, and the final event, 1,000-metre sprints. So the third only has the 7 runners, but it's a good lineup all the same. Telecom Fighters heads the field, who's a 4-time course and distance winner from Mi Choi and Derek Long, both amongst the winners on the weekend. Savaquin, Sizer Moreira, Soulmate off a good trial for Ricky Yu and Zach Purden. Far back in class then, a 5-time course and distance winner coming out of the Derby. We finished 8th. Garitas the last start winner, everyone's delight, and Apache Pass up in class with Garitas as well on the back of that last win. Apache Pass coming off the all-weather in actual fact. Right, we'll start as always as we do with the speed map here. Mark, good to slow, I guess due to the numbers as much as anything else. There might not be any pressure on the lead.
I'd imagine. So Soulmate on the speed map is the leader. Now we know Telecom Fighters likes to go forward too. Soulmate's drawn 2, Telecom Fighters is drawn barrier number 7. Paul, Soulmate's not completely bomb-proof out of the gates as well. He has been known to blow the start, so this could be subject to change, but you just think with the aid of that inside barrier, he'll have too much speed and be happy to keep out Telecom Fighters.
Yeah, I think he will. Again, I don't think they'll want to get into a speed battle either. I mean, Derek's on Telecom Fighters and also on Soulmate Zach, so I can't see these two getting into a battle speed-wise. Look, if he really wants to lead Telecom Fighters, I'm sure Zach will let him go. But with Zach on Soulmate, I've got a feeling he'll be able to. I mean, you don't know until the start, but he has bombed the start before. I know what you mean. I think the rest of them's pretty straightforward though after those two.
All right, everyone should find their spots outside of the lead 2 there. We'll have a look at a couple of the replays in a moment or so. Let's head up to track work first though and catch up with Joe Moreira, speaking with Nick.
Joe, Savaquin is a horse who's been running extremely consistently of late, and he certainly deserves to win another one.
He does. He's been in great form. He's been knocking on the door, bumping on decent horses, and I think now could be his turn.
He's run second on 4 occasions this season. Obviously, I know you've been on him as well. He's just a model of consistency, and this track seems to suit him very well, doesn't it?
I would say Happy Valley is his best track, I would say. And I'm honestly not expecting him to do anything else but perform at his very best.
You rode him in a trial recently. If you could just take me through that trial. It looked to be a nice trial, finished 4th.
Yeah, we pretty much just gave him some exercise because he's extremely fit. We don't want to have him overdone. He went around traveling nice on the beat, and he definitely crossed the line with plenty left in the tank. So I'm convinced that he's going to bring that to the race.
Smallish sort of field. Could get a little bit tactical. Are you happy where you are in barrier number 6?
Barry's not too bad. As you said, the race might be a bit tactical, which is tricky, but we're going to have to handle it the best we can, and that's what we're going to do.
You certainly handled things well on the weekend. Hopefully that momentum continues for you. Good day at the office at Sha Tin.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no doubts about those 4 wins on the weekend makes me extremely happy, and I'm looking forward to keep on ticking more and more winners.
Out through 2 days, the suspension comes back and bangs in 4 on his first day back. It was a pretty good performance. We can have a look though, guys, at this Savaquin. We just saw the run there with Telecom Fighters, but as far as The trial looked pretty good as well, I thought, Mark, as well with Soulmate. But as far as Savaquin's form goes, he is very consistent.
He is indeed. He's run second 3 of his last 4 starts. Andrew is a 2-time course and distance winner. That trial was behind Turin Red Sun. Has the £130, Paul, but he's going to give Soulmate and Telecom Fighters and probably even Far a start here.
Yeah, he will. Look, it's just to highlight that consistency. He started off the season off a rating of 92. Now, he hasn't won in his 9 starts, but he's still off that rating of 92. So it just shows that, 93 in fact, he's gone up 1 point without winning. So it just shows that he has run those consistent races, second in 3 of his last 4 starts.
11 starts course and distance, only twice out of the top 4. Here's a last start winner though, Paul, in Goritas. We're picking this up as they head into the bend but he does come up in class.
He comes up in class. He did beat a packing award this night, who's raced really well this season. So it was a strong enough win. He's just got to have this rise in class. He's got barrier number 1, so he should get a nice economical run from the inside draw as well. Look, I've included Goritas because I think he's a nice horse, and I still think he's got rating points in hand.
Loyal Baby's also won out of this race also, and it was a good win because he was well back, as we saw at the tree when we picked it up, and he's looped the field and come right down the outside to score. What we don't know is his class, his form in Class 2 because it's his first try in the grade. Good enough to run in the 4-year-old series, just outside the top 4, but granted, that was a very strong win.
It was Alfie Chan on his back that night, taking £5 off. Vincent Ho takes over this time round. He does get that inside gate barrier 1, and with the small field, certainly won't have to loop the field like he did there. Still back at the trials here. Not at the trials, we're on the all-weather for Apache Pass. What about him switching to the turf?
That's the concern, isn't it? He's been so good on the all-weather, and he tried up really well on the all-weather and finally started to bring that form to race night. So much so he's now won 3 from 5 on the all-weather. He's got a motor, Paul, but is it all on the dirt? At this stage, it's a good field, so I was happy to watch, but he is an in-form horse coming to Happy Valley for his second appearance there.
Yeah, exactly. He did run towards the back on his debut run there as well. So, I think he's struck a really strong field, and he is a victim of going up in the ratings on winning on the all-weather.
All right, and the stable's in good form as well. Paul O'Sullivan ticking along nicely, teaming up here with Lyle Hewitson. This is a trial, Paul. This is Far up at Chung Far.
Yeah, look, I really like this horse, Far. He's won, 5 times over the course and distance, run second on the other occasion from his 6 starts. We know he loves Happy Valley. Look, the 4-year-old series was a step too far for him. Prior to that, he was winning them in a row. From barrier number 5, I think he can win. Last time he met Savaquin, he beat him easily as well. They did meet earlier on over 1,800 metres, and Far did win easy. I think back at Happy Valley, on the back of this trial, he can win.
Fully understand them trying him in the 4-year-old series with the form he'd shown at Happy Valley. He wasn't up to them, but as Paul said, he comes back to Happy Valley. He does carry £8 more than the win on the 8th of December, but he's carried higher weight previously than the 124. So back to his happy track. Far, I think's the one to beat too.
Yeah, and look at that distance stat as well. 5 from 6 course and distance. That makes particularly good reading, doesn't it? This is a very competitive race, Paul. Our favourite Savaquin at this stage. Yeah,
he is. I've got him as Quinella, but I think Far can beat him again. So he's on top. Far coming back to his happy place, as you say, Happy Valley. Savaquin in there for second. Soulmate, if he gets rolling in front, we know he can be a hard horse to get past at times, and Goritas up in grade. End up with 4-2-3-5.
Same top 3 as Paul, with Far on top. Happy Valley's the key. The distance is right. Matthew Chadwick takes the ride for Frankie Law. So he's on top to beat number 2, Savaquin. Ultra consistent. Soulmate, he comes out of the same race that Savaquin did over at Shah 10. The 2 beat home the 3 there. That's the reason they're in that order. But I thought the trial of Soulmate was as good, if not better, than Savaquin since. And Telecom Fighters is a 4-time winner. And if they do walk in front, he's going to be up on the speed. 4-2, 3-1 for the third.
5 and 4, my cue there. I think Goritas still might be a bit more to come with him, but even everyone's delight has trialled very well coming into this. So they've all got their chance, I think, here in race number 3. Good lineup here, Class 2 of the 1650. We'll be having a look at the final race on the programme, 1,000-metre dash plus all the best bets. That's still to come. Hong Kong Racing heads back to Happy Valley on a Wednesday night for a 9-race programme. We're about to look at the final race as well, race number 9. Really good sprint here, 1,000-metre dash. Unfortunately, we go out with Jumbo Goal. He has been scratched, leaves us with a field of 10 now. Jumbo goalie's out, one of Casper Found's. With field is headed by, this is a Class 3 incidentally, over the 1,000 metre dash. Harmony and Bless, the last time he was here over 1,000 metres, he won. That's going back to October of last year. Hong Kong Win is a 2-time course and distance winner. We got Hong Kong Bet, who has the same stats. 2 times he's won course and distance from just the 7 starts. Party Warrior behind Seizing the Moment on his last 2. Resolute, good second off the all-weather last time. Adios makes his Hong Kong debut with the blinkers on for Frankie Law and Karis Teen. Equalator Blitz and then Triple, who's won twice here at Happy Valley. Those wins, though, have been over the 1,200 metres. Right, we'll start, Mark, as we always do, with the speed map for this final event. And should be a good tempo here. But again, who are the key runners to look out for?
Yeah, it's got to be Harmony and Blessed, Andrew. He's drawn barrier number 4. He's got a great record over the 1,000 around Happy Valley. 3 starts for 2 wins and a placing. Paul seemed to be suited to Class 3 on the all-weather impacts. The all-weather wasn't suited to Class 2 in the 2 runs prior. He's back in Class 3 now. He's back on the turf. He's a fast horse. He's over 1,000 metres. He's going to give them plenty to catch.
Yeah, look, I think you'll lead. Now, Adios' first start here in Hong Kong, but he's shown speed in his trials and gone forward. He's also shown speed in his races in Australia before he got here. So I think he's going to be an on-pace runner. And if he does jump well, which I think he will, it's going to make it a little bit harder, I thought, for Special M, because Special M likes to go forward as well. So he just might be able to be caught wide. Resolute sat handier on the all-weather last start, but back to the turf, I think he's going to look for a bit of cover. So he'll go back, I think, from barrier number 7.
Okay, all right. Adios. Well named as well. It's out of a dam mare called Later Gator. Carries the same name. Paul Massara trained him in Australia. We'll start off, though, with, with Adios himself. Not him, but the jockey, Karis Teen.
Karis Adios is a newcomer that you'll ride in the final race on Wednesday night. I know you've trialled him. What else do you know about him?
Yeah, Nick, it was the first time I sat on him. He's a nice little horse. He's got some speed. I think it's going to be everything new for him, but I think he's done everything right for Frankie to send him to the races.
And I guess, as you say, he's a horse who's going to find the Valley perhaps a little bit interesting to what he has been doing in Australia. But he came here with form just on that trial. I mean, visually, it looked quite impressive.
Yeah, he's very sharp out of the gate, and he does offer you a lot of natural speed for the first 400 meters. So that only could help him to handle the Valley. So it's a bit of a tricky gate, but if we can get him where he's comfortable, take the turn nicely, and let's hope he runs a good race.
Yeah, I guess the natural speed is going to be key from out there. Just, assessing the race, as it is, obviously there are seasoned horses in there like Special M and co. Very much an unknown, I suppose, with a horse like him off 63, but just a 3-year-old. So I'm guessing that, he's got certainly a future ahead of him.
Yeah, I think he's, of course, going to be a horse for next season. He's definitely going to be a better horse for next season. So, like I said, he's ready to go for a run, and let's hope he runs well. But we'll see a better horse next season.
One for the future then, but he starts with the blinkers on, Mark, and he wore the blinkers for that win in Australia as well at Gosford.
He did, and he got around Gosford okay, and it's a pretty smallish track as Gosford, so that should be okay when it comes to Happy Valley. He hasn't raced since October though, Paul, and he does meet some race-fit, rock-hard, decent sprinters for a Wednesday night.
Yeah, I'm happy to watch him go around on debut here, and as Kara said, I think we'll see the best of him next season.
Okay, good to get a run into him at the back end of this campaign. Let's look at some of the horses that we have seen a few times this season, Special M being one of them, Paul, along with Triple. He's been runner-up on his last 3 Special M. Yeah,
he has, hasn't he? He's run into Stoltz a few times, unfortunately. There's no Stoltz in here, but just barrier 10, that's the query. He's got that Adios just next to him on the inside, so there's going to be that rush for that position outside the leader. So if something goes wrong with Adios and he gets into a nice position, he's definitely a chance.
I have to put him in. He's just too consistent over the 1,000 metres around Happy Valley. We're about to see that here now. He's had the 8 starts for 2 wins and 5 placings. He has been blessed by some good barriers in his career. Not this week, he's out in gate 10, so he's going to have to get more luck than what he's had, but he's honest.
Yeah, one of those second placings as well was behind Nervous Witness. So he was beaten over 3 lengths, but Nervous Witness came out and was running a next second in a Group 3 at Shartin on the weekend. So worth bearing that in mind too. Party Warrior, Mark, what about him along with Equalator Blitz? So winner 3 starts back, Party Warrior.
He's coming back in distance too, Andrew. He's been racing over the 1,200 metres. We have seen him pull over the 1,000 4 times for 3 minor prizes. He's won 2 from 11, but on plenty of occasions he can find a horse to beat him, and this was the case here with Seizing the Moment. Might have happened over 1,000 again. Certainly got him in, but he doesn't win out of turn.
No, yeah, you're right. Just the 2 wins this season. Look, I'm with you. I've got him in the numbers as well. From barrier 1, he's going to get a very economical run. I think he'll be about 3 back on the inside. So he'll definitely get his opportunity.
Okay, we can head to the trials now. We'll see Special M again here, but Hong Kong bets, Paul, what are his chances? So Matthew Chadwick, he's drawn wide.
Yeah, look, he is drawn wide, and that was just a little query. He was right on the cusp. There's nothing wrong with that trial, Hong Kong bet. He's been consistent those last few starts, but didn't quite get him into the numbers in the end.
Snuck him in for 4th because he wasn't too bad. We haven't seen him since December. This trial was good. Special M's been racing. Well, that's Lucky Fun, who also has a motor on the outside of them. Barrier 11 is going to make it difficult, but if they do run along as anticipated and he can get over, he's never too far away, so sneaks in on a minor line.
He'll move in 1 with a scratching, but it's neither here nor there. He's drawn the widest of all, isn't he? As far as Matthew Chadwick is concerned, he's having a great season. He's going to get the 50 for sure, Mike.
Absolutely. On that first page, we can see that Far is the best of those for Paul. Noble Steed Owner Star might need some luck. Viva Chef's in a Class 5, so it's got to be some each way chance, and it's not a bad ride home either.
No, he's got Smiling City. He's been very consistent. He's a winner 2 starts ago. Hong Kong bet, obviously a chance last, and Jiangxi Stamina won a couple of starts ago as well.
I say he's going to make the 50. It's easy for me to say, isn't it? But the way he's going, he's going to get the half century. One more race to have a look at, Paul. This is Harmony and Blessed and Hong Kong Win. But if you go back, I say, to the last time he tackled 1,000 metres here at Happy Valley, he was a winner.
He was, wasn't he? Look, I'm going to go with him as well because he's going to be in front, I think, out of trouble. We know he does like it here at the Valley. Now, the other horse I've snuck in as well, just on a minor line, is Hong Kong Win. He's quite well rated now. His last win was a couple of seasons ago, but it was off a rating of 86. He's now down to this rating of 80 now as well. So I think both these horses back at the Valley, it's going to be good for both.
That was a very good field on the turf there too. It was also over 1,200 metres, so back in trip is a plus. I think we just overlooked the all-weather runs, and Blake's riding up a storm at the moment, so barrier number 4, a lot in his favour with Paul here.
All right, competitive race this one, Paul. Party Warrior's short enough, I'd have thought.
Yeah, no, he has come up pretty short. You know, I'm quite happy about the 10s, about the toppy here at this stage. I don't think he'll start anywhere near that, but he's on top. Harmony and Blessed. Party Warrior should get the nice run. Hong Kong Win is a well-rated horse, and Special M, who's been very consistent this season. So end up with numbers 1, 5, 2 and 3.
With the one also, Harmony and Blessed, be nice if he does stay at the 10 quote. He's going to jump fast and he's going to give you a great side in front from barrier number 4. The 1,000 metres is where he does excel. Used to hold, might even still hold the track record around Happy Valley for the 1,000, but nonetheless, it is where he does enjoy racing. Over 3 Special M, no luck with the barriers this week, so he's going to have to do it a little tougher. He's got the £130 on his back from that wide draw as well. 5 Party Warrior, too consistent to leave out. Was a winner 3 starts ago. Does have 129 on his back for this race. And of the Hong Kongs, went bet just in front of Win from barrier number 11, more so on the trial and the fact he's been racing consistently, and both of his wins are course and distance. 1, 3, 5 and 4.
I've gone Harmony and Blessed as well. Great minds think alike, as they say, but yeah, I'd be very happy if that price holds up for him. As far as the overall card is concerned, Paul, we've got 9 races. Who are the 9 winners, hopefully?
I like Beauty Glory in race 1. I think he can be right on the pace, and he's a horse who's been going really well at the moment, so I think he'll run really nicely. A horse called Yichong Warrior, he's well rated now. He's going to be at a bit of a price, so I don't mind him as well. Excellent Pairs is going to be in the perfect position. He should get a nice trail from his inside draw as well, so I think he's another one of the main chances. Aries, who's been downgraded, the blinker's off, the visor goes on him, so that little gear change might work for him because he has been a bit out of form, so he's another one you're going to have to take on trust, but he's a well-rated horse at the moment as well. And last up winner, Above All, I think he can run well once again, the son of Deepfield. He's going nicely at this stage.
Yeah, he was a very impressive winner, wasn't he, last time out? Don't forget, audio video section of the website for the full preview and the 1, 2, 3, 4s for those. Of those, though, Paul, who was the best?
Well, I'm going to go with horse Far there, the one of the races we've covered. Race 3, number 4, Far. Back to his happy hunting ground of Happy Valley. 6 starts over the course and distance for 5 wins in a second. Tells the story, and I think he can win. Competitive field, so hopefully we'll get a bit of a price about him. Now, Yichong Warrior, he's down to a rating of 45 from barrier 1. And last time he was on a rating of 45 from barrier 1, he won. should be a double figure price, just that one winner so far, but hopefully that's the magic numbers for number 10 Yichong Warrior. And we'll do the play in the big race there with Savaquin, Soulmate and Farfar in a Quinella place. I think Savaquin and Soulmate the hardest to beat for Farfar, and that'll be a Quinella place there in race number 3.
And Zhengji 7 has been good to us in the past, so we will stick with him. He's race 7 at number 7, drawn barrier 2, which is neither here nor there with him because he just has no early pace and he could be ridden along from the start. But the further they go, the better he's going to look. Loris is in the race and shows plenty of early speed too, so that will help him. Race 5, number 9, Split of a Second, comes in as the nominated standby starter. Raced wide behind Viva Mama last time and didn't have too much luck behind Viva Mama 2 runs ago. Steps up to the 1200, 3-time course and distance winner, so we'll make him the value. And as far as the play, back to race 7, Zhengji Stamina and a consistent, excellent peers in a forecast, 7 and 6 for the 7th.
Hopefully we can grab the cash early here with Beauty Glory, drawn 1, small field, he goes forward. World Famous might give him a bit of pressure, but I think he's just about ready, Beauty Glory, in our opening contest. And as far as the each way play is concerned, Fireball, now he's drawn wide, but he's coming off a really good trial. I really liked his trial. He looks right, he's down in the weights. It's a good race, the 7th, but hopefully Fireball can get us something at an each way price. And as far as the play is concerned, in the opener, Beauty Glory, Gift of Lifeline and My Ecstatic 2, 4, 6 is the play. That's Happy Valley then, back to Sha Tin on the weekend for the Lion Rock Trophy. Looking forward to that. But quick word on the weekend's action. Cordyceps 6 was brilliant, as was Russian Emperor. Yeah,
couldn't have summed it up better, Andrew. Russian Emperor just looped them so well over 2,400 metres, so he's now a 1.5 mile winner in Hong Kong. Cordyceps 6, 3-year-old, what a rising star he could be. Paul, the sprint ranks Richard Gibson, 2 wonderful sprinters. Wellington's proven, Cordyceps 6 right on the way up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if they when they meet each other. I'm sure they will next season. 107 rated now, and look, he deserves it too. He's just going so well, that horse.
Yeah, and the way he quickened up off a dead track, I think that was the most impressive feel, because there's not many did that on the day.
So, no. And he had a noted sprinter in front, giving him 4 or 5 lengths, turning for home.
But Russian Emperor, for next season, he's our big hope as far as the 2,000 and 2,400 metre against the internationals, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if they'll be keen to travel him as well. Dubo, maybe.
Maybe. We'll find out. That's the show, though. Thanks for watching. Hope we'll see you at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. We will be racing to win.